my God, this oil price is so fracking low.
I know they are. Do you want to know why?
Why not?
All right, we did our project on why the price of oil is so low and what can we expect in the future. Why the price of oil is so low, kind of two sides here, an economic side and a political side. On the economic side, we have this graph here, the demand curve. As it goes from D1 to D, the price right here, P1 to P, also follows. Why is it decreasing? In relation to consumption, the non-oil energy sources or the technology for them is kind of increasing, such as solar power, wind power, so that's in turn going to require less oil, which is going to decrease price. On the production side, OPEC should have lowered the production, which would increase the price if they didn't. And for the exchange rate, the oil price, the US dollar, if it appreciated against foreign currencies, is going to then decrease the price of oil, and that would cause the price of oil to go down. Good. On the political side, kind of two parts here as well. For Saudi Arabia, they normally would reduce the production, which would in turn raise the price. However, this time they just kind of let it sat by and let it go down. There's two reasons why people think they did this. First theory is kind of that they're hurting other countries by doing this. The second theory is to try and scare off some of the shale producers. For the first theory, the two countries that they're really targeting are Russia and Iran. This is Bashar al-Assad, the president of Syria. This is Vladimir Putin, president of Russia. They kind of have a long-standing good relationship, and Saudi Arabia is against that, so they're trying to hurt Russia for that reason. Iran's just an oil rival with Saudi Arabia, so they're trying to hurt them for that reason. The second theory, why Saudi Arabia let it go down, is because they're trying to drive away some of the fracking companies. If they let the price of oil go down, some of these fracking companies can't survive. Kind of the second part of the political side is OPEC in its own fact, and then the boycotting of the Russian invasion of Ukraine. OPEC, like I said in an earlier slide, will typically reduce the consumption of oil, which will in turn balance out the price, make it go back up. They're kind of sitting by and letting it go down because that will hurt the oil revenue in Russia, and a lot of countries are against this invasion of Ukraine. What can we expect price to look like in the future? Short-term look here and long-term. For the short-term look, within the next 2 years, or specifically the next few months, the market's going to be pretty unstable and volatile. Analysts are projecting the price per barrel to go down to about $47 and then kind of plateau out there. Prices really aren't going to go back up until this kind of stockpile gets used up. Excuse me. After it does plateau, the exponential consumption is going to cause the price to go back up because so many people are using oil. Some of these bigger companies, the old giants, BP, Exxon, Shell, are going to start buying up some of the smaller companies, and when they go out of business, to increase their assets. Long-term look here, we can't expect higher prices in the future, mainly because fracking is more expensive than traditional oil drilling methods. In Alaska, there's currently a ban for drilling into shale formations because of the BP oil disaster. If this ban is lifted, there's going to be a lot more fracking and shale production in Alaska, which is more expensive. It's going to go cause the price to go back up. It is going to be a slowly increasing rate because production is going to continue, as well as we already have this big stockpile of oil, so that's going to have to get used up. The aftermath of the overproduction, there's going to be bankruptcies in some of these countries that we're not importing from. If we, or United States, Canada, China's starting to frack a lot more. If those countries are using their own oil, then some of the other countries are not going to be exporting as much oil. There's going to be a lot of loss in revenues, and there's probably going to be new oil leaders, like I said, China, Canada, United States. These are our sources here, and thank you.